Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the runtime for Scream 6 that has emerged online and also a new image of Ghostface from Scream 6 that was just released on social media yesterday, and it is an epic shot. Now, not only is this an awesome picture I'm going to show you, it's also a very revealing one. And the reason I say that is because while at first glance, it does not strike you as different or particularly unique from other Ghostface masks. However, when comparing the mask worn in this scene to the other two confirmed masks that we've been revealed to us so far, we are left with a striking realization. Let's go! So first up, let's look at the runtime that has been released for Scream 6. So this is coming directly from Paramount Pictures, so we know that it's reliable. And here we see that the runtime is listed at 118 minutes, which is 1 hour and 58 minutes. Now compared to Scream 5, that is 4 additional minutes. So we've got just a little bit longer of a movie. And I was really hoping it would be over 2 hours, which is what we saw back with Scream 2 in 1997, which is the longest of all of the films in the franchise. But it fell just 2 minutes short of 2 hours. But I'm happy still overall that it's longer than Scream 5. And hopefully that will give us an additional 4 minutes of character building in the story. Okay. Now let's dive in to the Ghostface mask discussion. Excuse me, and I am pumped to talk about this. Now, before I get started, I do want to give a shout out to my friend and Cravenite, Eric from The Bearded Entertainment, who first brought this up to me in a conversation we had earlier. And after diving into it, I absolutely agree. So first up, let's look at the new image of Ghostface just released. Now, this picture is fantastic, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. You see it's an outdoor image, and he is looking particularly menacing in this shot. And I recognize that building behind him, that brick. That building is from that street in Montreal that was blocked off for filming in the summer, which I made multiple videos here on the channel about those locations with my buddy Chris from Discover Montreal, who provided me with tons of scene photos, location photos. So if you haven't seen those videos, be sure and go check out my Scream 6 playlist here on the channel, and you can go watch all those filming location videos where you'll see that building right there in those images. So I immediately recognized this being there on that location, on that street. So it's a great image of Ghostface, and again, it looks amazing. Now, as I'm prone to do, I always like to go a little bit deeper on things, not just face value. So I brightened this image up to add a little bit of light to it. And what I saw was absolutely jumped off at me. Check this out, guys. Here's an enhanced version of this image. And what we see here is we see what looks to be some dried blood on the left chest area of the robe. And if you look at the hand, the left hand, you'll also see what looks to be dried blood on the glove of the left hand, which I could totally picture, that being a classic knife wipe. When Ghostface wipes the blade with the left hand, if it's a right-handed killer, that's totally where I could see that blood coming from. So just wanted to show this image to you as well, so that you guys know that this is actually after someone has likely been eliminated already right here. And there is a rumor going right now that this image is taken from the opening kill, the opening scene of the movie. So if that's the case, then we're actually seeing an image from the opening scene and someone's blood is on this robe and on his glove. So stay tuned. We'll have to see what that's all about in the movie. But let's get back to the mask now. All right, so here is a close-up of the mask. Now, as I mentioned earlier, at first glance, it looks like a typical Ghostface mask, right? Just a normal mask. However, it is when we start looking at the other two masks that have been revealed to us that things get very interesting. So, first of all, let's look now at the subway mask from the teaser trailer. So here we see it is what I call the clean mask. It's just the normal new ultra white mask. It's very much reminiscent of what we saw in Scream 5. In fact, they're actually using some of the same mask from 5. I got that verified from Nate Reagan, who will be coming on the channel later in the month. He confirmed that they actually are using a lot of the same robes from 5 in this movie, as well as some of the masks. So this looks like it's right out of Scream 5. There's the mask, very clean, very new looking mask, right? Okay. So next up, let's bring in now the new mask from the image I just shared that came out. It came out yesterday, and this mask again, at first glance, it looks to be very similar, if not the same mask, if you just quickly glance at it. But what is interesting is you start to stack these masks up side by side, things begin to become clear that you don't necessarily pick up on just looking as an isolated image. And to bring that home, let's bring now in the final mask. This is what I call the aged mask, the OG mask, perhaps. And here they all are side by side. So now we can examine these side by side together in a way that we can fully grasp if there are any differences or not. And I have to say that after looking at them like this and examining these, one thing is very clear to me, is that these are all different masks. These are 3 different masks that the studio has revealed to us, that the Radio Silence has revealed to us in essence. So let's look at some of these differences. All right. Now, number one, I'm just going to start with the one I think which is the easiest and quickest to identify that we all can see very clearly, is if you look at the nose. Okay, look at the nose on the subway mask, and if you look at the nose on the alley mask, those are dramatically different. Those are not the same nose. They're not. In fact, if you look at the nose over on the aged mask compared to the subway mask, those are closer, although not the same. But they're not the same there either. But that's closer. But the alley mask, that nose is more straight up. It's further up, and it's more straight. Whereas the other ones are more angled down, and they're just a different look, totally different look than those two masks. So clearly, this is a different mask. And if you want to look at another variant, is look at the mouth. The mouth of this alley mask compared to the subway mask and even the aged mask, it looks to be a wider opening there towards the top compared to the subway mask on the left. Look at that opening there at the top. Compare it to the alley mask. There's a variance there. That's not the same. It's more wide, not as narrow. And also, if you look at the chin as it goes down, it does not appear to be quite as long as further down as the other two masks. The other masks seem to be a little bit more pointed down. This alley mask almost looks like it curves up just a little bit at the chin, at the bottom. And you see that what looks to be like a bubble or something there, some type of a spot there. And I've blown that up really large to look at that, and I can't tell exactly what it is, but it looks to be like a bubble of some type. So I don't know if maybe that's trying to indicate that this is an older mask. Maybe that's like, it's got some wear and tear on it, and it's not, in its perfect form. That's possible. But one thing is clear. When you look at these three masks, you can see those two differences. For me, they just jump out right away. The nose and the mouth and chin area. Those are big time to me different. Again, the subway mask, the age mask, those more closely resemble each other. They're not even identical, but they're closer. But the middle mask, the alley mask that we just got, is definitely a different mask. So anyway, guys, I just had to share this with you guys because it's interesting that we now have what I believe to be three masks confirmed by the movie or the studio that we are going to see in this movie. So, does that mean it's three people? It could be. You remember whenever we saw that poster here on New Year's Day? Look at this image here, the New Year's Day poster. On the left, there's these image of three Ghostface masks all beside each other on this display. I didn't think a whole lot about that. And again, this could all be completely wrong, but I'm telling you, there's something there that makes me wonder if this is an indication that there are three killers this time, finally, and we're going to get that. And the poster have confirmed it. Now they've revealed us the third mask that's going to be in play. So I think it's a real possibility. And I want to know what you guys think about it. So I'd like to hear your ideas and your thoughts and theories about this. What do you think about the runtime, first of all? And then secondly, these new image of Ghostface and these masks. Really want to hear what you guys think about it. So lots to talk about. So leave your comments below right now in the comments section so we can discuss them together. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to leave it here for now. I don't want to go any longer, but this has been a great update. It's an exciting time to be a Scream fan. There's going to be more information, more images coming out all the way leading up to this thing in March. So we got 2 more months of theorizing. So buckle up, and it's going to be a good time. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this update. So just leave your comments below, and we'll discuss it together. And I will be back soon with more Scream 6 and other horror movie content. But don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.